Hey everybody, Pixel here. Welcome back to another episode of Kirby Superstar Ultra. In the last episode, we beat the arena. Kind of. You more so than I, because there was no commentary other than like 2 or 3 minutes maybe at the most. But this time, we're going to be starting Meta Knightmare Ultra. That cool knight's reappeared. Defeat foes to store power, then touch the screen to use abilities. He trains as he journeys. Bring a sword knight with you to the comet at Galaxy's End. Sound weird? Well, we aren't playing as Kirby. We're going to be playing as Meta Knight. This is by far my favorite game in Kirby Superstar Ultra. I don't know if it's because Meta Knight is just an awesome character, because I just prefer the gameplay of Meta Knight, but KO foes to store power, touch icons on the lower screen to use skills. Mock Tornado, damage all foes on the screen. Heal, recover health, that's a full heal. Meta Quick increases speed, or Night Call, call a friend to fight by your side. We're just going to be playing through Spring Breeze, Dynablade, Great Cave Offensive, Revenge of Meta Knight, and the other one, Milky Way Wishes as Meta Knight. This is the best game in Kirby Superstar Ultra. I don't know what makes this Meta Knightmare so ultra compared to other ones, but oh my god, it's so fun. Just playing as Meta Knight, as you can see, he jumps higher, he has those powers you can use on the bottom screen, which I'm going to try not to abuse, but very well may end up abusing them just because they're so cool. But the best thing I could recommend to you for this game is that you have 30 points by the boss of each level. There aren't many Maxim Tomatoes or 1-ups in Meta Knightmare Ultra. You just have to rely on using heal and not dying. There's also no copy abilities, and any copy ability pedestals are going to be replaced with food. Unfortunately, I didn't get 30, but this is Wispy Wood, so it's not like it's a hard boss. Just use our standard attack a bunch. He didn't even hit us. What a loser. So as you can see, there's no transition, we just move right into the next stage. Don't remember what it's called, Float Islands, I think. I know after this is Bubbly Clouds, but I don't... This room is an asshole. Meta Knight jumps too high, even at his lowest height, not to hit those spikes. But it's not too bad. Just don't jump and you'll be fine. Okay, yeah, you can be invincible if you use your dashing normal attack, so... Man, I just wasted that food immediately, didn't I? Alright. I don't know, it's just really fun to play as Meta Knight. It's just Sword Kirby, but better. You can do this, which essentially just gives you infinite flight while also dealing damage. Mr. Frosty. Man, I'm taking a lot of damage, and since I'm playing on an emulator, it's just kind of inconvenient to use the powers on the bottom screen. I'm still gonna, because I don't want to lose lives or anything, but... if you couldn't guess, since we're going to be playing through all those games, this game does take a while to beat. And while I do plan on beating it in one episode, I think I'm probably going to speed up a lot of it. And I will do post-commentary then, because I can't be lazy the entire time, but... Lolo and Lalala. They go down easy if you use Mock Tornado. Mock Tornado is a one-hit kill on most bosses. So, that's why I recommend having it before bosses. Not all bosses. Some bosses have more HP than others, but since there's no defense stat or anything, it just depends on if the boss has enough HP. Excuse me, I just ate and I'm not feeling the greatest, but Meta Knight's wings do damage too. That's helpful. Okay. Fuck you, Kracko Jr. It's enough to kill him in one hit, too. Mog Tornado's so cool. Just this game, there's so much I love about it. Like usual, I rarely use helpers. That's what Nightcall does, is it just gives you a helper. It's always going to be Blade Knight or Sword Knight, which is unique that they give you a partner that Kirby can't get, but... Wow, I actually got him. Sword Knight is rarer than Blade Knight, but... yeah, he's literally just the same partner. He does the same attacks, he does the same amount of damage, he just looks cooler. That's subjective, but... yeah, he's not helpful, but whatever. Heal does heal both of you, so if both you and your partner are low on HP, then you can do that, you'll get full health on both of them. It's essentially the same as if you used a Maxim Tomato, and then bird fed your partner, like with Kirby. Meta Knight can actually still bird feed, despite the fact that his mouth is covered by the mask. Although, as we saw in Meta Knightmare Ultra, he is the same race as Kirby. Something interesting to note is that Blade Knight and Sword Knight were actually Meta Knight's friends in the Kirby anime. As you can see, another difference, Meta Knight's sword goes directly through enemies when he does his down jump thing. His down air, I guess. I don't know if that's actually his down air in Smash or not, because I haven't played Meta Knight that much at all, but there we go. How many times can we break King DDD's spirit in a row? That's what this game aims to answer. Level 2, though. Man, that only took us 4 minutes? 5 minutes, I guess, but jeez. You get a save point in between each game, but you cannot save in between levels in the games. That's the trade-off. How dare that bird peacefully fly by? Training time! That's what Meta Knight's thinking anyway. Let's get going. We still have Sword Knight, you do keep him in between games, but... if you can keep him alive to the end, that's helpful, but also you can just use a Nightcall at the end, so... There's no real downside to this game, because you keep getting points, so you'll always have enough for almost anything you need to do. Just because there's so many enemies to kill, and that's how you get points. So even if you lose your partner, it's not threatening because you can just get it right back. Meta Knight's sword can break through blocks. You don't need the full health sword beam to do that. Although Meta Knight can get that. I don't know. Just everything about Meta Knight in this game is so cool. Just all his animations look cool, especially when compared to Kirby, like he does a flip when he jumps. And just little details like that that try to make him into a cool character really do make him into a cool character. But anyway, I'm running out of things to talk about already, because I just keep rephrasing how fucking cool playing as Meta Knight is. But if you remember, most of the bosses in Dynablade are mini-bosses, so you don't have to waste your points on Mach Tornado since they're easy to take out anyway. Like, Chef Kawasaki is a mini-boss, which he's the mini-boss of this one. Mini-boss of the next level, or the boss of the next level is Bonkers, and I mean, he can become a helper, so he's obviously a mini-boss. So don't waste Mach Tornado against this game's bosses unless you want to, because again, you'll always have enough points as long as you don't use it before Dynablade. Okay. Aw man, I don't like this level's music. This level's music is so bad. Okay, Blade Knight, traitor. Heading here. You can still fight Meta Knight's crew if you want to. This is technically like another thing where you're fighting for a good time, but whatever. This is essentially just time attack, but with only Sword Kirby, although it is granted a better version of Sword Kirby. You break this and head over here. There's no longer a switch, it's just a room that takes you upwards. So that's a waste of time. There's not even any healing items or anything to replace the switch that was in there before. This room, still just a screen, like a side-scrolling section, unfortunately. You can still take out these nuts before they even come up on screen, but there's no real point to it. Meta Knight jumps high enough that he can reach them with a normal attack, though. Fly up here. Jump down here. Meta Knight's wings can also break these blocks, so Meta Knight has literally no threat in this area. Heal, please. Thank you. Alrighty. How did you get hit by that guy? He was jumping slowly. Come on, Sword Knight. Maybe Blade Knight is better. I mean, I'm trying to keep you around just because you're rare, but, like, that's not how I play Pokemon, and it's not how I have to play this game, though. There's your threat for the day, because I seem to have a thing for threatening my friends. Alright, here's Bonkers. The boss, and not mini-boss. Now, I just had a good idea for a drawing, and I'm probably not going to do it, but I'm also not going to say what it is in case I do end up doing it. You can still break this, you can still get 3 1-ups from it, which makes up for the fact that there's no minigame in between levels in this game. Take out the Wisp guy. Where's Sword Knight? How'd you get so far behind? Jeez. And you're almost dead. I say that, but I almost got hit by the plasma guy just trying to use heal, because I still apparently have a thing for looking at the capture over the actual game. You go in there, there's just 2 1-ups, I think. This room, still annoying. I don't know. As usual, I'm just not a huge fan of a lot of the level design in this specific part of the game. I think I went over this before and said how easy it is with some power-ups, but how fucking absurdly hard it is with others. I see you, Rocky. We were friends for so long, and now you're making me kill you because you're too stubborn to move out of the way. Again. Waddle Dee. Waddle Dee was part of Meta Knight's crew too, wasn't he? I guess he was also part of King Dedede's, though. That's the thing about Waddle Dees. Like, they're like King Dedede's knights, but also they just kind of do what they want most of the time. Like, some of them are allied with Meta Knight, some of them are allied with Dynablade. But why? Like, what are they? What are the Waddle Dees? They're not the same race as Kirby, because Waddle Dees are like their own race, but I don't know. And are Waddle Doos of the same race? Maybe. I mean, they have very similar names, but also that could be said about the scientific names of a lot of different things, like humans and gorillas. Not gorillas. Whatever, I don't care. Essentially, why is Kirby so convoluted when it comes to race? Okay, Bugsy. Gotcha, bitch. Alright. Destroy Broom Hatter and those guys. Here we are! Everyone's favorite level from Dynablade. Actually, yeah, it's pretty easy. Especially when you're playing as Meta Knight, actually. It's easier when you're playing as Meta Knight than it is when you're playing as Kirby. You can still just fly over everything as Meta Knight, although you do have to press A slightly more. You can still use these cannons to get to the top of the mountain really quickly. Although you still do have to fire this one on your own. Alright. Still have all these enemies. They're still all weak. Yeah. I think this is the point where I'm just gonna stop talking and let you listen to some music from various games, because I tried doing all Kirby music for the arena, although I did do Mirror B for like a full minute, but I'm gonna need to start focusing because this is where the game gets much harder, or at least harder when you're not focusing. So listen to music from various different games that I enjoy. Bye-bye! Okay, yeah. So I finally made it to Dynablade. I did struggle a little bit with the bosses of Candy Mountain, but other than that, pretty easy. Birds are still okay, even without Kirby helping them. Meta Knight just flies by, just barely misses cutting the other guy, and Dynablade's still alright. And Meta Knight will still just watch them fly away, just like Kirby did. Huh. He seems to be doing a lot of the same things as Kirby. And now, for everybody's favorite part of Kirby Superstar Ultra, Great Cave Offensive. Luckily, Meta Knight doesn't have to collect any treasure this time, but... okay, well, once again, just gonna let you listen to some music, and I'm going to do this because this is my least favorite game. I will do commentary for the next two, I promise. Finally, I beat this fucking game. Great Cave Offensive is still the worst thing ever, even when you're playing as Meta Knight. But you know what, at least you get a cool cutscene of him breaking some rocks with a sword. As I promised, I will be doing commentary for the next 2 games, so let's go ahead and just commit some sweet traitorism. Yep. Why is Meta Knight doing this? Why is Meta Knight going to his own battleship to fucking destroy it? I don't know. But it's still fucking awesome. As you can see, the halberd has been repaired somehow. And now it's up to Meta Knight to destroy it as part of his training. It doesn't make sense. But I just, it's so good. The gameplay's so fun that it doesn't even matter if it makes sense. Alright. Let's just do this. Let's get it over with. Let's destroy this thing. It's gonna be just like the Death Star attack, Star Wars. We aren't even in the space game yet. I just have Star Wars on the brain. You get to murder your own crew. You get to destroy your own ship. Everything you want in a Kirby game, right? Traitorism, crimes, terrorism. The things I think of when I think of Kirby. We actually have to fight Heavy Lobster here, though, as opposed to last time when he just kind of exploded with us. This time we have no choice but to fight him because we won't be so lucky as to have the engine start yet. But he's not that hard. He's one of those bosses where they take a lot of damage, meaning the Mach Tornado can't one-shot them, but he also just doesn't do that much. Meta Knight's actually faster than the halberd than Kirby, as opposed to Kirby, who is struggling to keep up. So that's good. Means Meta Knight is far better at stopping acts of terrorism if he actually cares. Which obviously he hasn't before, because he didn't try to stop Dynablade, he committed terrorism himself. It's just a bunch of things that would lead you to believe that perhaps Meta Knight does not actually care about Dreamland. Or even just Popstar as a whole. Because he could have stopped Marks. Did he? No. Will he? Well, if things keep going the way they are, probably. Meta Knight can only do this in the water as opposed to Kirby, who had a spinning attack when he used the sword in the water. Don't know why. Don't know why they wouldn't give him the spinning attack, considering that's what he uses while he's in the air, but whatever. I'm not going to question Sakurai, because he knows all. Not actually sure if Sakurai worked on any of the bonus games for Ultra, because he stopped directing Kirby, I think, after Superstar Ultra. I think that was his last, or Superstar, so I think that was the last Kirby game he ever actually had a director role in, but either way. He's the one who made Meta Knight, he's the one who made Kirby, he's a god among game developers, so I'm just gonna trust his judgment, even if he's not the one who technically made this choice. Maybe that would make him too similar to Kirby, or Blade Knight, because he does the same thing, or Sword Knight, because he does too. I don't know. I'm going through here. That was close. I almost got smushed against the wall there, but if you remember, we aren't going to be fighting Wispy Woods here. We're going to be fighting Wispy Woods followed by another boss. So that's the boss you're going to want to save Mach Tornado for. If you're like me and you're only at 29 points, you're in luck. Wispy Woods gives some points. So we jump down here, and then we have Mach Tornado. Oh, I don't like how the holes are tiny in this frame. Mach Tornado does freeze the animations in the background, so yeah. One-shots both Wispy Woods here, though. So let's go after our ship. Never mind, we had to make a pit stop in the woods, apparently. There's no cutscenes in between levels, so you get no explanation for how Meta Knight ended up here. But he did. I'm really not doing too well, apparently, but Alright. No thank you. Tack can actually only do damage to you, he can't, like, take sword from you. I think he actually can kidnap, he can kidnap Blade Knight and Sword Knight, but, I mean, it's unlikely or even using them if you play the way I do. Just because helpers are a nuisance in this game, but... Oh, I thought I was playing as the Mike for a second. I got really confused. I thought we were fighting Meta Knight as the Mike. But no. That would be too cool. Imagine that Mike being a helper. My Mike is a helper. Oh my god, I can't imagine going back to recording videos without this Mike. Alright. Got the same amount of points as from beating Twinwoods for beating those two bonkers, but going here, of course, there's just food. You can't get the helper plates anymore, so you can't get the power-ups as Meta Knight. I don't know. I've said it like 14 times. Just playing as Meta Knight is so cool, and I think this might be the first time they added like a Meta Knight mode. Maybe there was one in like some game I didn't play, because I'll be honest, I haven't played many Kirby games. I've played this and the first one and Crystal Shards, but maybe one of the Game Boy Advance ones had like a Meta Knight mode, but this is the only one I've played that has one, and it's so good. Like, it's just like common sense. Why wouldn't you do this? Why wouldn't you have a mode where you can just play through the levels as Meta Knight? But that's what's happening. Oh shit. My reaction times are not quick enough for these guys. Okay! Jesus Christ, stop it! Thank you. Okay. That's the correct one. Get in the cannon. Fly away. Right onto the halberd. Dynablade's not helping Meta Knight, because Meta Knight just beat up Dynablade unprovoked, as opposed to Kirby, who raised Dynablade's children. Alrighty. There's really nothing to say. I have no commentary, like no topics for commentary, just because this is just Meta Knight, or Revenge of Meta Knight, and everything else has just been games we've played already before. So I'm trying to think of things to talk about besides the game, but then I'd lose focus on the game, and then I'd just die more. I've already died once. So, how about this weather? It's actually getting really cold where I am. I live in Michigan. The weather gets really cold around this time of year. It's getting to be Thanksgiving closer, so... people are already starting to put up Christmas decorations, specifically my family and my neighbors, and it's annoying the shit out of me. You should not have Christmas stuff up until Christmas Eve. This has been my TED Talk. Thank you. Oh my god, Biospark! I hate you. Blowspark, I still don't know. Jukid and Papa Bros Jr., the two easiest sub-bosses in the game. Take this shit. This is for... These two look like the kind of guys who would have Christmas decorations out too early. Especially this motherfucker. Alright. Time for the worst boss in the game. But guess what? He's super easy! Yes! You saw how many times I died to this guy in the arena? Well, fuck him. He's dead now. I get my revenge. Okay, time to head to the left wing. They would, at the moment, be discussing how they can't let Kirby get to the left wing. Meanwhile, we're already, like, right next to the left wing. This is by far the shortest level in Kirby Superstar Ultra, just because you go to the left wing, you move around for a bit, you get hit by a few enemies, you go down the ropes over here, and then eventually you reach the boss, you kill him, and then you go to the next area, and it's that simple. That's the entire level. Left wing is super easy, as opposed to pretty much the rest of the levels in... I'm taking more damage than I like. Whatever, I'll fight Mr. Frosty without using Mach Tornado, I guess. Take that, bitch. I will be heading this way. Man, I can't get over how fucking stupid it is that Meta Knight has to destroy his own ship for Meta Knightmare Ultra. Like, I get that he's training and everything. Maybe he had it set up so, like, just the ship would be there to be destroyed. Maybe that's part of his training. He just wants to destroy his own ship. That's stupid, Meta Knight. Still got healing items before all these because there would normally be plates for getting copy abilities. And, as last time, Heavy Lobster is back. Except this time we actually have to fight him twice as opposed to him appearing once as a joke. You can't actually deal damage to him yet, so don't bother trying. Just do what you did as Kirby. Walk at a brisk pace away from him. Don't get caught on the ceilings as it scrolls upward. Up to the top, and now we fight him. Jesus, I was aiming for Mach Tornado, and then I just kept not pressing it. I don't know why. I was intending to press it, but I did not. That's okay. Oh, okay, just take more damage, why don't you? Oh my gosh! We're just taking so much unavoidable damage here. Oh my god, Meta Knight! Ugh. Alright. We're getting towards the end here. Man, I wonder what it'll be like fighting Meta Knight as Meta Knight. How meta. Oh my gosh. Wind! Wind is another thing we have here. Not as extreme as the, like, cold, but we do have a lot of it. Okay, did that without messing up. Good job, me. Alright. As usual, this elevator, you have to press this switch because the floor is blocking the elevator here. Alright, we're doing pretty well. Revenge of Meta Knight is pretty easy when you're playing as Meta Knight. I guess it's just because he knows his ship. Or maybe he doesn't, and he's just improvising like Kirby probably had to. Reactor is the same boss as it was before. It has to shoot itself, you can't hit it on your own. Although you can hit this cannon and it will get destroyed eventually. Why would you? I guess this Meta Knight is pretty easy to hit, but don't risk hitting that thing, because if you destroy that, then you have to wait even longer. That was easy. And that's it. We don't fight Meta Knight. There's no final level of Revenge of Meta Knight when you're playing as Meta Knight. The ship just explodes once you destroy the reactor. And you know what? That makes a lot more sense. Why did Kirby have so much time to kill all of Meta Knight's crew, fight Meta Knight, and escape the ship? Why? He destroyed the reactor. That ship was going down. Anyway, though. That's it for Revenge of Meta Knight. Which means we have only one more game from Kirby Superstar to go through. Meta Knight just took off into space. How can he breathe without the warp star? Who knows, but he can. And that's what's important here, is that Meta Knight can breathe even though he's not supposed to. So, again, there's no copy abilities or anything. because you're playing as Meta Knight, not because it's Milky Way Wishes, although that is also another valid reason. It's just super fucking easy. We need to get into winter for this, so we can break the water. No! Oh, I think I just realized how to get an ability I didn't have before, but whatever. Okay. Die? Die? I think we have to go this way? That seems correct. Alright. This door has to be autumn, I think, to go around. Alright, and we're already here. Against Twin Woods. So, yeah, Milky Way Wishes is just exactly the same, except you don't have to collect copy essences deluxes. So, yeah. You also don't get a map in between, so you just have to go straight to each level. Which is unfortunate because a lot of the fun I had my first time playing Milky Way Wishes was just moving around the map as Kirby. I don't know why, I just apparently found that very entertaining when I was little. But, alright. This is still probably my least favorite level in this game. Other than the first one, and Hot Beat, and the other ones that I don't like. But this is probably my least favorite, because I missed the most obvious ability here when I was recording, and that was just embarrassing. That hurt my pride. I'm going to heal, because I'm taking much more damage than I would if I was playing on DS, and that sounds like an excuse, but it's not. That's just the truth. Or even if I was like using my stylus for my computer for the touchscreen, but I'm not. So that much is my own fault. Okay, Jesus! I'm taking more damage than I think I have ever taken in this game before, just because of my own incompetence. You know, I'm gonna stop blaming the game, it's my fault. But, alright. I'm going to head in this. Never mind, that's where you're supposed to go. This is where you're supposed to go. Alright. Jesus! There are like these corridors are too narrow for Meta Knight, so you're almost guaranteed to take damage if there's an enemy below you on the required path. And there will be enemies below you on the required path. Luckily that time, the enemy that was below me got up fast enough, but still. Ugh. As last time though, Fatty Whale is our boss. We don't have Mock Tornado. So we're just going to be fighting him normally. You can still defeat him with the shield when you're playing as Meta Knight, so I may need to heal. Actually, I'm going to heal because I won't be able to use Mock Tornado anyway. Mock Tornado is so much more powerful in this game than it is in Brawl. Did Meta Knight just decide to power down, even though he could easily just destroy everybody using his normal Mock Tornado in Brawl? Who knows? But there goes him. Here's another bad level. I still stand by that this game does not have the best level design. I don't know why I love it so much despite that, because level design is like half the thing. But Jesus Christ, I love this game, and I would not let's play it again because commentating 2D platformers is very hard, like harder than I anticipated. I will not be trying this again for a while. Alright, take that, buddy. Maybe Shovel Knight. Not in the near future, but eventually. Okay, I'll find the right way eventually. Won't I, buddy? Don't know who my buddy is, but he exists somewhere, maybe. Fucking hell! I am tired of taking damage. That's all I'm doing, is taking damage. I have enough to heal and then use Mock Tornado on Krakow, but still. Why'd I heal before I even got that candy cane? Whatever. Take this. How do you survive? I don't know. Kracko doesn't have that much HP. He didn't survive in Spring Breeze, but whatever. We're fine. Shit! Oh my god, the lava and the spikes in this game are Meta Knight's worst enemy because he jumps so fucking high and then he lands so quickly and oh my This is fun. This is fun. This is great level design. You know what? I don't know what I was talking about. Kirby has perfect level design. Oh my god, Meta Knight. Are you fucking you're... Okay, you know what? You can comment below all you want about how much I suck at this game and how this is all my fault. No, this is just bad game design. I love this game and everything, but so many of these games could have been tweaked to make it fit for Meta Knight, but they weren't. Like, they got rid of, like, copy abilities and everything, but that's all they did. They didn't accommodate Meta Knight's higher jump height, or, like, Meta Knight's speed, or Meta Knight's landing speed, which, you know what? I'm not expecting the world of these developers, I'm just expecting a little more attention to detail. Especially when it actually affects the gameplay like that. Just jump out of here. Go. Oh my god, Meta Knight, you fucking suck! Oh my god. Okay, this is just fucking bad. Like, I've seen some bad level design. I'm making a whole video about how Mario 64 has bad level design, but this takes the cake for the worst level design I've ever seen in a good game. Jesus. Like, this game is so full of, like, detail and, like, it has incredible animations for its sprites. Not to mention just incredible sprites. So how can the level design be so fucking awful? Like, this is fine as Kirby, because Kirby has, like, a float. He doesn't descend as quickly as Meta Knight. Meta Knight just descends too quickly for that to work. Fuck you, Chameleon Arm. I'm not a fan of this. Fuck you. Jesus Christ. Okay, whatever. Here's the decent maze level that also really doesn't work with Meta Knight. Because he even descends ladders quicker than Kirby. And also he jumps too high and he can hit those Gordos. Fuck. I don't think I've ever gotten this complaining about level design in any Let's Play. But here we are. 9th Let's Play. Level design finally broke me. And like, every game I've played has had at least one portion of bad game design, but this... Not complaining, this game is perfect in every single way! Oh my god, I think I even said earlier in the Let's Play that this game is perfect. Like, it's certainly better than the SNES version, but it's... This is by no means a perfect game, Jesus. Fucking yo-yo guy, Gim. Why is his name Gim? What does Gim mean? Does it stand for something? Is it pronounced Jim? If so, why not just spell it Jim? Gim is not a yo-yo based pun. That's just something that I noticed before that I still don't understand. I'm just saying it with the same exasperated tone, because why wouldn't I, right? Alright. Oh my god, that cutter just came right back behind me. That was my fault. I could have cut that too, and I didn't. and I will respect that I just suck at this game, but also the level design is terrible, because I've gotten damaged so much for things that are not my fault. Oh, we have Squishy! Go meddle in somebody else's affairs, Squishy. Any of you know what game I'm referencing? You sure have a thing for obscure Kirby games that don't suck but are also literally just Puyo Puyo. You again! Rock Fiend. I will destroy you. Rock Fiend, incidentally, is what they called Freddie Mercury in high school. That's not true. Freddie Mercury was... I don't know. I have a lot of Queen in my head right now because I watched Bohemian Rhapsody this weekend. And also Queen is what I listen to when I'm editing and stuff, so... Here we go with Meta Knight attacking things that look like they're themed after him again. Okay, okay. Sorry this episode is going to end up so long. I was only expecting it to be like 30 minutes at the most, but it's probably going on to 40. It might even be 50 by the time we're done. But it can't really be helped because we're, you know, there's a lot of long levels and then there's some short ones and then some are longer than others, and it's annoying and I don't like it, but it's not really something I can help because I didn't make the game. Alright. Anyway, we're just going along as if it were Kirby now. There's, like, the shock of being able to play as Meta Knight is kind of worn off. Meta Knight's sword can go through the wall, so this puzzle is a joke as Meta Knight. Alright. I believe it's the third to the bottom. Bonkers, yes. I believe this is the correct door that will lead us to where we need to go. Yep. Should I heal or should I use Mach Tornado? I guess I've decided on Mach Tornado because I'm not spending time to heal against a boss that goes a little quicker than most. Despite the fact that earlier in the episode I said he doesn't really do much. He doesn't, he just moves kind of quickly. Why didn't I jump? Meta Knight, come on! Man, so much for an easy game, right? Man, Meta Knight doesn't even bounce around like a fucking loser. He just jumps on the stars. Oh my god. They just spawned me on top of that enemy. Oh my god. They could have accounted for this. They could have, but did they? No. Somebody make a ROM hack of this game that just fixes all my issues. Man, you slide really far when the wind is blowing in that direction. Anyway, though, we got another minecart section. There appear to be a lot of minecarts in outer space. Weird. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. Meta Knight, you jump so high. It's like, it's cool, but it's also kind of an issue. I skipped a Maxim Tomato. I'm gonna skip even more because I'm Meta Knight. I don't need your fucking food. I can live without it. I can miraculously heal myself. Oh my god. Why do they even spawn stars if you can't use them to your advantage as Meta Knight? Okay. Not gonna waste my time getting points out of Chef Kawasaki because I need to heal. Oh my god! Meta Knight, you're fucking stupid. I love you, but Jesus. I'm even blaming my own fault on Meta Knight at this point, but it's so cool playing as Meta Knight, right? But it's not cool that they didn't change level design to account for that. That's like the whole point of what I'm saying in this video. That's been the majority of my commentary for the past hour. Here we go, though. More difficult computer virus time. Without Mock Tornado. So you're gonna attack. Yep, he gets first attack, which means I think everyone gets the first attack if he does, so... That's not fun. 40 damage. Oh my god, this boss fight takes so fucking long. You're welcome for speeding that up. Don't know why you had to say thank you, man, but... Trustworthiness went up by 2, Flashiness went up by 1, Mask Shine went up by 2, Spirit went up by 5, Charisma went up by 3, Sword Sharpness went up by 2. All we have now is a Warp Star. Guess that means it's time to take on Marks. Let's go. Ready. I will grant you one wish. My one wish is to become stronger. So I wish to fight the greatest warrior in the galaxy. Okay. You will now fight a warrior who was sealed away for fear his power was too great. I will now summon this great warrior once more. 3, 2, 1, go. That's not Marks. So Galactonite is just a harder version of Meta Knight, so you can pretty much guess most of his attacks. So I'm just gonna shut up and let you listen to his awesome fucking battle theme. Took me 52 minutes. Oh, it took longer than 52 minutes, I can tell you that much. Next time on Kirby Superstar Ultra. We're going to be giving helpers, like Blade Knight and Sword Knight, the respect they finally deserve. See you guys then.